Hello all and welcome back to Everwinter Farm with me, the Walrus. It is a lovely, brisk and cold Monday morning here on the farm. And we've got loads of crops to water, and it looks like some of my tree fertilizer has been kicking in an absolute treat. Excellent, we need more wood, so this is always great to see. Now, of course, looking at what I've currently got going on, I think upgrading my copper watering can is a good idea. Because, yeah, I'm going to be needing a little bit more capability out of this thing. So maybe this would be a good idea. At the same time, I am debating what other tools would be good to upgrade. The hoe is probably the least, not the least important one, but it isn't as important as some of the others maybe out there. Might need to give it a good hard try and really think about it. Because, in fairness, most of what I'm kind of doing at the moment isn't really doing a lot of watering. Because that's not my main aim, really. Oh, I should also try and not water the fibre. Fibre doesn't need water, so I don't know why I did that. Anyway, that's... I've made loads of fibre so we can actually have some, because we do have a distinct lack of it. So... we've got some stuff kind of going. Now, what I'd like to get Robin to do next is to build me a series of fish ponds. Fish ponds, I think, are going to be a real money spinner for me, especially once I level up my fishing up enough so that I can catch the glacier fish, and as soon as I get enough artifacts to allow me to get the mutant carp. Because with the mutant carp, is it the radioactive carp, or whatever it is, that one that's in the sewers, they'll give me 2 legendary fish, which I can use to generate constant roe, which is worth quite a lot of money. And that's really what I'm after, is anything that can help me generate money. So, I think that using fish to generate cash, especially if I can get a lava eel as well, because they're quite valuable. I think they create the next most valuable roe. And also, they do generate the very important and very valuable spicy eel, which is really good because that's a luck and speed boost food, and that is very nice. I'm always happy about that. Okay, so we've dumped all that water out there. That burned through so much energy. That's absurd. All right, let's... So Robin is building me over there some stuff, which is always important. And we do have a little bit kind of on the go at the moment. I've got some more recycling, which I can sort of deal with, and we'll put this in here. Let's slap another pine cone down. Oh, looks like we've got a couple more things to work on. A couple more trees we can cut down. And I've got loads of mushrooms, which is great because that's one of the autumn forageables. I don't know if I've put that one in. Let's have a quick check and see, shall we? Fall foraging. No, we haven't. So that's another one of the foraging bundle done. I mean, look at our skills at the moment. We've got... yeah, farming is kind of understandably low. Foraging is decent. Fishing is 7. We need to try... if I'd really like to try and get my fishing up to 7... well, actually, no. I'd like to get it higher than 7. Sorry, let's try and use those words. I'd like to get it up to at least 8 or 9. Maybe even 10. Because if we can get it to 10... we can use that. There you go. I can't even get any iron. We need more iron. I can use that at least to try and catch the fish that I really want to catch. And that would be very important because I want to get that glacier fish. It needs to happen. So let's quickly deposit the materials and such in the appropriate chests. Nothing in here. And... I think almost it might be a good idea for me to take the eggs with me, and we'll take that, and... oh, I do need that by the parrot. So we are going to have to go over to the... because you can see it pulsing in the top right, just here. So that will pulse when it's something that you need to deposit in the community centre, so that's really helpful. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the eggs in... to mayonnaise, because that'd be a good idea. And here's our chickies. Chicky chick. Let's grab some eggs. Oh, that looks like a useful thing. I don't know what we've gained some new ideas to sleep on, though, with. Interesting. I think I also do need to make some more mayonnaise machines. So, I don't think they're superbly difficult. So I'm going to grab a couple more. That's probably the best plan. There we go. Let's deposit these in here for but a moment. What do we need? I need an earth crystal, definitely. Wood, stone, earth crystal, copper bar. Well, we could get two of those, and we'll grab wood and stone. We'll make 2 more mayonnaise machines, because that's probably a good shout. If I can select a mayonnaise machine, that's the important bit there. There we go. And, yeah, we're going to head over to the farm. Quickly deposit this. Sorry, the farm. We're going to head over to here. Now, we do have the dinosaur egg working away in the incubator over there. I'm really excited about getting a dinosaur because dinosaurs are cute as hell and I love dinosaurs. We're going to go via the community center, I think. That's probably going to be the best plan today. And let me just check and see. Yeah, so we're going to go by the community center. We're going to deposit what we need to in the community center. And then we're going to go to the mines because I need more iron. And currently we haven't yet got to the bottom of the mines. We've still got an opportunity to do so. So I'm going to eat my field snack. And I might take the spice berries with me as well. That's probably going to be the best thing. We'll sell the crayfish, sell the common mushrooms. Well, 4 of them at least. We'll sell the mayonnaise. Sell the periwinkles. And let's go into town. Check the bulletin board. And once we check the bulletin board, then we can, well, check and see what else we can do, really. Ooh, that'll be useful. We're going to grab that, please, and thank you, because we can sell that. Essentially, I'm just grabbing quests. That's nice and helpful. Do you like crocuses? You do vaguely like crocuses. Gold bar on you, rub on your elbow, Penny. What are you on? Absolute lunatics. And okay, what is on the board? We have lake fish or ectoplasm. I mean, lake fish would be good because I kind of want to do some fishing anyway. What a terrible shame that would be. So what we're going to do is we're going to head on over to the mines using the mine carts. Oh, hang on. I've forgotten to do that thing where I go by the community center. I'll do the community center on the way back from the mines. Let's do it that way. I have to remember to go to the community center, though. And we know I'm an idiot, so... okay, so I need iron. So I think I need floor 50, really, onwards, don't I? Oh, of course, there's a ghost. I needed ectoplasm, didn't I? So, of course, that happens. Well, that's fine. I need to get the fishing up a little bit, and I think that will give me the ability to get the farm computer. And there's some iron, that's important. Oh, a coffee bean. That's nice. And there are a couple of actual, couple of things that we need. So a couple of these iron deposits. That's 1 and 2. Lovely stuff. Let's get out of the way. Of course, I need more than just 2 iron. I need a bit more than that, thanks. Okie dokie, pig and a pokey. Let's go and break this one. Oh, a cave carrot. That'll be nice. I'm gonna smack that, smack that, smack that. Bit of copper. Okay, copper's not as helpful to me right now. And I'm going to try and go until I run out of energy. That's really what I'm aiming for at the moment. This does appear to be a bit of a waste on this sort of floor here. Ow. Okay, you're dead. And let's grab this. That's good. That's a bit more iron. Not enough yet to really be... Oh, goodness gracious. Now we've got a combat and a half, haven't we? Probably not a bad thing, because I could use some level up in the old combat front. That'd be very helpful. And the thing is, because I've been playing this with a friend, we've kind of got to the point where, because he and I are both like quite good at the fishing, we both enjoy doing it. We did find that when we rolled around into, I grabbed the angler fish, and once I grabbed that, I then started building a fishing pond in exactly the same approach I'd make with what I want to do here. And it was the amount of money that we were making from it was getting very silly. Yeah, we don't even have the golden cracker, but the fact that it's just constant generating of that, it's so helpful. We did have some problems though, because we desperately needed to get the Dwarven Translation Guide. And I think that's something I'm also a little bit of in need, because I haven't really got that far through it. yet, which is a bit of a pickle. So let's quickly smack that a bit. So we've got another aquamarine. That's nice. Well, that's some good gifts we can give to Emily, at least. And as my very recent short did talk about, it's she's quite an easy one to give gifts to if you don't mind dabbling into the mines. And early on in the game, considering she's fond of pretty much any gemstone that you can find, she's a very easy candidate to get to dance with you during the flower dance, which I think is quite nice. So let's smack these around a bit. Let's break these. And, of course, yes, I couldn't resist. I had to mock Clint because, well, it's Clint. I did very much enjoy the fact that, oh, it's the night market tonight. Oh, well, that's fine. I don't care. I've been to the night market already once, technically. Yeah, the trouble with Clint is, of course, that he is just creepy, unfortunately. And I did very much enjoy that Emily says when you hand over an amethyst, it'll help protect her on the bar. I wonder from whom. But at the same time, I know I've said it before, I just hope he does get a bit of a redemption arc and kind of becomes less obnoxiously creepy. But at the same time, I think it is good to have characters with failings. And you shouldn't have to like everybody in the game. And I think that's fine. I mean, I very much doubt there are very many people who like Morris or even Pierre. I mean, for crying out loud, there is an entire subreddit called Fuck Pierre. So we know that's a thing. People don't like him very much. Which is reasonable, I think. Okay, we're going to smack that one, smack that one. Ooh, okay, there's a bat there. Let's try and avoid that. The thing is, I tend to like to record the Stardew Valley episodes. I like to do like a week in a single session, so it creates three weeks of uploads, essentially, which is quite good for me, because that means I can kind of leave it to go in the background. So I am aware that there will be a slight disconnect between the sound quality of the last couple of them, because there were some issues that I was finding with the microphone. I updated the software drivers that I use, I updated my Audacity, and there had been definitely some issues in that there was a loose cable. So that caused a slight hiccup, shall we say. Very annoying. Fixable though, thankfully very, very fixable. And now has been fixed, and I think that the sound quality is just a little bit better. It's not quite as scuffed as one person did quite rightly point out. It wasn't good, and I apologise very much for that, because it's not optimal for when that sort of stuff happens. I don't want my sound for my videos to be bad, shockingly enough, as somebody who records these. But one of the most exciting things that has happened to me as well is that last week I was made part of the YouTube Partner Program, and that does give me some extra kind of shinies. Yes, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do as part of it. I still need to fully read through everything as part of it. I believe it does give me the super thanks, gives me the memberships, and I just need to try and flesh out what it is that I want to do as part of those. I think early access to videos is probably a good shout. Oh yeah, ghostfish. Along with, you know, a couple of other things that might be just good or nice to have. There's quite a few nice to haves out there, which I think is the big thing here for me. Okay, so let's cast out one more time, and then I think I might head back to the farm. That's probably the best plan right now, at least. So, come on, fishy fish, get on the rod. I'd like an ice pip, please. That'd be good, because they also, if I put them in a fish pond, they can give me diamonds, which is nice. That's another ghost fish. There we go. So let's leave for now. We're gonna head back through past the community centre, because that, of course, does need to happen. And is there anything else that I can do here? Ooh, grab that. Oh, my inventory's full, so maybe we can't grab that. Oh, hang on, we've got a secret note we can read. Oh, goodness. Thank you, Grandad. And you've hidden something secret. Okay, cool. I'm assuming that's in reference to the special... Ooh, I need to get rid of something to carry this. I'll get rid of the trash. Yeah, I'm assuming that's in reference to the special upgrade shrine, essentially, to the south of the farm near the sewers. Okay, so we've got a couple more powder melons, so that's kind of handy. So we can slap them in the ground. But once I've got more iron, I think, yes, I will take them to Clint and I will upgrade the watering can. Because I don't really have the ability to make decent... what are they called? I don't know the way to make decent sprinklers, which is a bit of a problem. Okay, so that's one done. Now, I was also thinking, there is, in theory, a slow burn process that I could try to do with the unlocking the greenhouse. One that I was lamenting about how impossible it would be for me to get. But actually, in fairness, the travelling cart can bring me the crops. The problem is I have no way of increasing the quality of the crops. So, since that's the case, yeah, I'm not going to be able to get that to work. But I was thinking about, I could use that as I can purchase some of the crops and see if I can just try and unlock more and more and more of it, rather than buying it as much as I don't want to. Because I kind of want to do as many upgrades as possible without doing that. As I've mentioned and lamented previously, I'd rather not support Joja, but I know that that is going to be the way we have to go, unfortunately. So it is the way it is. Okay, so let's put those two down. We're going to water them quick. There we go. And then we've got a new keg, so we can actually do some beer now. That could be fun. Right, yeah, so I'm going to make some wine. I'm going to make some plum wine for now. Is there any other trash? No. Okay, so we're going to just quickly deposit what we can in here. So we've actually got quite a lot more iron ore. So grab another 15 out. Grab some more of this. I do need more wood, so I can turn it into coal. Because that's really going to be a lot of what I can do here now. Oh my goodness, we're already almost at the end of the day. That is a frightening concept already. Well, we're going to put the coffee bean away. I've got a little bit of wood. It's not much. Actually, I'll grab 30 out. Because that's a good idea. There we go. We can just burn that up. A treat. Let's just check and see if there's anything else on the farm that may need to be having a look at. We've already done that. Frozen geodes do need to get put away. Ah, excellent. So we've actually got some more oak resin from over here. Oh, and there's a slime. Oh, of course there is. There you go. So, sorry, not oak resin, that's pine tar. Oak resin is the one that we need to make the kegs with, isn't it? Because that's something else that my friend and I have been struggling with. Because we just needed more of it. Let's just quickly cut this down. I've got a little bit of... Oh my goodness. You can tell that I'm so used to upgrades and going, oh my goodness, I'm so slow. So let's quickly chop this one down. And we've got just about an hour before we should get into bed. Go away, creature. I mean, that's good. Fibre is nice. And then cut this tree down. Let's cut it down this way so it falls left. There we go. Excellent stuff. So we picked up the biome balance. So lake fish, we need to catch 20 of them. So that's not too difficult. We can go up towards where the mines are and get that sorted. And I can also probably run by into the town tomorrow after I water everything. Visit Penny to hand over a gold bar for a chunk of extra cash. And that's probably the best plan right now. Okay, I need to deposit everything. So we only got 3 iron bars out of that, so that's fine. Of course we did. 1, 2, 3, and we'll just quickly set those on to smelt, and we'll go to bed, because otherwise I'm just going to end up conking out. Right, good night. Time for sleeps. Okay, so we've leveled up. Ooh, farming. Now, rancher is going to be the more beneficial thing, I think, because animal products are really going to be what I can work on for this run through. Yes, I can respec, so if all else fails, we'll be fine. Because thinking about it, artisan goods are from the... Oh, is the artisan upgrade? I don't know. It's been a while since I've even actually taken rancher. So this way, I'm just checking to see, really, more than anything. So we're going to grab these. That's good. We'll grab that. And we'll quickly give the cat a bit of water. That's very important. Cut down a couple more trees that have sprung up overnight, which is excellent. Chop, chop, chop. There we go. Grab a bit more wood. And we've got more stuff to recycle, which is important. So the chickens have laid some more eggs, as of course they will. And there we go. So we've got some more eggs to turn into mayonnaise. Bonk, bonk. Kabonk. And bonk. There we go. Lots of stuff going. Now the dinosaur egg still got a little bit before it hatches, which is fine. It's just going to take a little bit longer, unfortunately. And we'll just plonk in our bait into the traps, which is very important, again. And I think... Do I want to make... Yeah, I'll make some more seeds as soon as we've got the chance. Let's put that there. And grab all of these. Hopefully this will help me level up the farming a bit more again. And really what I'm hoping for mostly is to level up the... Ooh, that's an idea. I could use the quality retaining soil, couldn't I? Maybe. Just maybe. Okay, well I'm going to sell you 3 things there. That's fine. I'm going to sell that. And I'm going to sell the spice berries because they're fine. I don't need them. I wonder if the retaining soil might give me a little bit of a boost, in theory. It's not that likely to give me too much, but it's something, I guess. I'll just smoke these ghost fish. I'm going to turn this into something maybe useful. And we've got a newspaper as well, and a CD. So it looks like I need to just wait a moment, and let's get watering. Here we go. Sploosh, sploosh, also sploosh. It's not the end of the world. It's just going to take a little bit of time. So again, I think that tomorrow, once we've got... Actually, I could even do it today, in fairness. If I smelt enough iron bars, yes, it is going to cut me back a little bit on the production front. But it could be worse, I think. And right now, I'd actually quite like to have the ability to just water more quickly. I think that's the better option right now. Especially since, as I know, animal products are probably going to be the more useful thing for me. A train. That's fine. And we'll just quickly slap that there, and oops. Get a bit of water in here. Bloop. Sploosh. Also sploosh. I'm going to just water up in strips like this for this area here. And I'm going to grab these now that I've got the space available. That's the important bit. Actually getting the space in the inventory. Now, water that. And we'll put a bit of water here. And water those. And then powder melons. Now, I should probably make at least 2 like that. And I'll just slap them into the quick grow ground that we've got here. Because that's kind of the important bit, is actually the quick grow is going to keep stuff churning around a bit faster for me. And I think what I would like to do is to actually have just more quick grow, if I can get that. I mean, I'm going to unlock more fertilizers as we go, of course. And the thing is, I'm being a little bit maybe ambitious with everything I'm planning here in this run. As I've mentioned previously, it's a difficult challenge, especially with the limited money that I can make from crops and forage and things. So I'm now kind of relying on the forage that I've got. So I am going to sell a bunch of it. And I'm going to grab that. Okay, so we've got 1 pickle that's ready today. That's good. And I'm going to put that in for there. Grab these 3. And we've got another bit of trash that can be recycled. So we'll just deposit more stuff once again. I'm going to grab 15 iron. And 3 coal. I need 5 iron bars. I need a gold bar. And we need to go and sell some things, I think. That's going to be a good start to the day. Deposit some more stuff. You know, let's just sell some of the collection that we've got there. That's probably the best plan. I think the pine tar and oak resin should be in the same location like that. That'll be good. So we're just going to go and quickly fling some things into the sales bin. Snow yams, that, and that. Okay. Now, the solar essence. Now, where should that live? In here. You know, with the other solar essences, that's probably the best plan, isn't it? Did I dump those surprise packages? I did. So let's grab these. Let's visit Clint, because Penny is likely to be in the library. So we can go visit her anyway. We're going to visit Clint anyway to upgrade one of our tools, the watering can. And I guess we can kind of go from there. So we're going to grab that crocus. Oh, we've got 2 crocus by the power of duplication. And we're going to head to town. And got some bread. I'm going to eat that just because. Munch. Okay, Clint, Hey, what? Oh no, is today his blooming doctor's visit? Ah, fiddlefaff. That is very annoying. Flippin' heck. Thank you. Here you go. Here's your gold bar. And you give me a fat stack of cash. Why would you need a gold bar to rub on your elbow? I know. It's just weird. Penny. She's a strange creature. I'll say that much. So I guess with that then, we should head directly north. Since we know we're not going to encounter Clint today. Well, not going to be encountering him in a good way today. What do we got here? Okay, you need to kill me. You need to kill some crabs. I mean, I can do that. That's fine. Just murder some crabs. Well, rock crabs. And we'll get some more crocuses. And let's see if we can catch a nice amount of fish. Ooh, powder melons. Shame that I haven't got the ability to get that yet. But that's fine. So once Robin has finished the building she's currently working on for me, I'm going to go for a... I'm trying to think of the best word for it. The fish pond. I think that's going to be the best one, isn't it? Really. With another fish pond, then with a fish pond, we can start generating extra money from it. And that's very important. I'm not going to use things like chub in there, don't worry. I'm going to use things that are actually sensible. Things like squid might not be a bad idea, because squid ink does sell at least reasonably well. Also, I could probably visit Willy and actually buy... Are these the right ones? Yeah, they are. I could probably buy the upgraded rod, because the iridium rod should be for sale once you hit fishing 7. And then I can have a lure on it as well. I also need 5 algae, 5 seaweed, so I do need to go down to the beach anyway. That's kind of a given. So we're going to give it a go. Now, come on. Get caught, you little buggers. Now, hopefully, fingers crossed, hopefully this is, we can get a bit more in the way of fish currently. Now, currently I've only got some basic bait on there, but I am aware that things like the wild bait, once I unlock them, will be quite helpful for me, kind of going forwards. There we go. We've got another fish. Oh, a sturgeon. Now, they're useful because of the requirements for one in the community centre, but also their sturgeon roe caviar is quite valuable, so I might have to put you in the fish pond. That would be handy. There we go. Catch this. We've caught ourselves a bullhead. Got some more coal. Actually, that's really handy. I don't mind catching coal out of a treasure chest. That's really good. I very much want that. I need all of the coal, please. All of it. Okay, come on. What do we call? Oh, more algae. Great. Try again. Flinging it out again. I'd forgotten that I'd changed the bobber to the slime. I do love the slime as a general bobber because it's quite a cute little thing. Okay. So we're doing all right here. We've caught, what, 5 fish so far on the biome balance? Ooh, a good largemouth bass. Yeah, so we've still got a few more to catch, but we've still got a few days to do it, so I don't have to do it all today. But it's just because I'm here, and Clint has ruined my day by having to go to the hospital. How dare he not be in the blacksmith to actually being useful. Okay, perch, that's good. The thing is, this is also getting me ever closer to that level up. And that's what I want, is the level up to fishing to 8. Because then, I think I'll be... Once I pick up the iridium rod, I think I'll be in a potentially decent enough place that I might be able to try and catch the glacier fish. And if I can catch it, then I'll be a very happy man. I do want to try and get some improved food that gives me improved fishing, because that would be really, really handy. Like, really handy. Because with that, I can increase the likelihood that I'm going to catch the fish. So I want to use a bobber, I want to use bait, I want to try and just use everything within my power to make it a decent likelihood that I actually catch it. It did take me 3 days to catch it when I played it with my friend, and that was very annoying. But partly, I did start when my fishing was 7, whereas I only caught it when I actually got my fishing up to 8. And I think it's understandable, but at the same time, when it's a 2-player game... Ooh, a lingcod. Awesome. And deluxe bait, so holding on to the deluxe bait, because that improves the size of your catch bar as well as increasing the likelihood something's going to get caught. Now, is the lingcod a special fish that is needed for the community centre? I do not know. Let's find out. Get back on the line, you cheeky bugger. No, naughty fish. Fine, we'll try again. Goodness, we're almost out of energy. Surprising how draining it is. Okay, the night market is open now, so we could go and visit the night market. Using that, I could try and catch some more fish under the sea. Maybe. I mean, the squid would be nice. I can get the blobfish from there, and the blobfish isn't bad either. Because that can give you totems, if memory serves. It gives you the totem farm, so it could be useful for a quick, ooh, I need to get home sort of thing. And come on, fishy. Get on the line, stay on the line. Who are you? What are you? Probably another bullhead, okay. Where are we at the moment? So we've got 11 out of the 20 fish, so they're doing all right, actually. I'm going to keep going until we're pretty much out of energy. I think that's going to be the shout here. There we go. I will hold on to the sturgeon, because I think it might be useful for a fish pond. And I do think fish ponds are going to be a good development we need. We need at least, well, 5 seaweed, 5 algae for each one. There's another sturgeon. And we can fling 2 sturgeon in to increase the, well, decrease the amount of time before they really start producing, which is very important. So I'm going to hold on to both of the sturgeon. And don't know what this fish is. I mean, if it's another sturgeon, I'll be a happy man. Because that'd be 3 sturgeon we can fling into the pond. That'd be great. Nope. The other thing is, I was also thinking I could use the largemouth bass, get it up to 10, and then just fish it repeatedly. But individually, the largemouth bass themselves aren't very, very valuable. And yeah, okay, they're decently valuable, and I can smoke them. But I don't really want to burn through all of my coal. Because the problem is, I don't have a decent, reliable way of generating coal without all these trees, which does require me to make tree fertilizer, which I think is one of the things I need the fiber for, so I can make tree fertilizer, which will allow me to improve the growth speed and likelihood of growing of all the trees in the area. It's a pickle. Not the end of the world, but it is a little bit of a pickle. Okay, another bullhead. Almost out of energy. I guess the thing is, I've got a plan. Whether it's a good plan is a very different question, though, truthfully. There we go. See what we can get from you. And perfect. That's another good catch. Oh, it's a chub. All right. Okay, 5 more fish. Can we catch 5 more? Probably not tonight. We might be able to catch 1 more. I'm also going to... Actually, I've got those cookies I could use. Yeah, let's do that. Let's use the cookies. And then what I should also do is check and see what I have in the way of seaweed. Because that would be good to know. So I'm going to eat this. Eat the cookies. Om nom. Something I can't really indulge in very much as a diabetic man. Something I do indulge in, but I shouldn't, is very much. I think one of the things, though, is I do tend to indulge when it comes to home-cooked. So if I've made them myself, because I don't tend to bake cookies very often, I do like to bake cakes, though, but not as often as I probably would like. But they are something that I like to do. And it's difficult because most baking recipes will bake enough for like 6 people, and when it's just you on your own, it's like, what do I do? And when I say with 6 people, I mean 6 people over a course of time as well. It's not like it's 6 people pigging out on it. It's like 6 people having them over the course of a week or a few days. So what I might do is I might bake some cakes and take them into the office or something. I know people in the office would be very happy with me if I did that, because we actually do have a couple of the guys in the team actually who bake things and come in. One of them does a mean rocky road. But that, oof, that's a dangerous one. I don't even know if the Rocky Road as a thing is outside of the UK. I might have to check. But for those of you who don't know, it's kind of a difficult one to describe. It's like a biscuit layer on the bottom with like a chocolate layer on top. And the thing is, depending on what recipe you use for it, it might use condensed milk as part of that chocolate layer. So it is really sweet. Like, yeah, although that's more on Millionaire's Shortbread, actually, isn't it? Either way, Rocky Road also then has, like, different things put into the chocolate layer on the top. Like marshmallows and other things. And, oh, it's so dangerous. Like, I had a very, very small bit of it when I was in the office when it was brought in last. My God, I felt my blood sugar level just spike. It was delicious, hands down, genuinely delicious. But my goodness, was I going, oh, I feel a bit rough now. It was my own fault. So I made sure I went to the gym that evening, because otherwise I would feel very, very guilty for that extra level of sugar. Because I know I'm a bit of a moron, but I do attempt to live healthily occasionally. On the occasion that this works. Now, get caught, you. That's another lingcod. And see what else we can catch. Well, I need to double check. How many more have we got to do? I think we must have only 2 more. If this is a fish, probably only another 2. Okay, so it's not a fish. Oh, no, we do actually just need 2 more. So let's see if we can catch them. By the power of catching algae. Well, I do need 5 algae. At least I've got 7. And I can put that in the stockpile. So that then, hopefully, we can have a nice pile of 10 algae, 10 seaweed. So I can build 2 fish ponds back to back. Because I've got the stone for it. I've got the money for it. It's just the seaweed, I think. That's the issue. And once I've got all that, again, we'll be in a good place. So that's chub. And final one, please be a fish. The bobber is out. Come on. Here we go. We've got a fish on the line. It is not being too aggressively ridiculous. Let's try and get the chest as well. There we go, because I actually want what's in chests, because chests can give you some really useful things. And there we go. A perch. Excellent. So we've got jade and an anchor. We need to donate those, because the big thing as well is I need more artifacts, because the more artifacts I can donate to the museum, the closer we will be to being able to access the sewers, which will then give me access to Krobus, which will give me access to the most important thing of all, the Iridium Sprinkler. Because yes, it's 10k, but it's 10k well spent. Because that's an area of the farm I don't have to water. Ah. Beautiful, spectacular. Right, hello slime. Die. Okay, so let's check and see. We've got a little bit more trash we can put away. There we go. Got, so I'm going to deposit everything again. That's fine, but we will pick out the iron bars again tomorrow, which is fine. Deposit these. Ooh, I've got loads of fish. So we're going to put the sturgeon in here. The other fish are going to get sold, but I might smoke a couple of them. So we'll smoke 2 of them. And do I have anything else that I want to try and pickle or preserve? That I'll preserve. So there we go. We've got 2 winter roots we can preserve. Bonk. Bonk. And we will... Let's smoke those 2. But the others, we're just going to fling away. We'll just sell them for now. That I'll put away as well, because that's useful. So, that looks like we are wrapping up today's run through. If you have enjoyed, please do give us a like, share and subscribe. It's always very helpful. Please do leave comments as well, because again, they're really helpful to know what you're thinking, how well this is going. as a bit of a strange challenge to try and obtain at least 1,000,000 G and try and complete as much of the community centre as physically possible without using Joja. Really, so that I can feel more impressed with myself. So we're going to head to bed, and that will round up today's episode. So please do like, share, and subscribe, and hopefully I'll catch you all again next week with the next episode of Everwinter Farm. So let's see how well we did financially today. That's not too bad. 7,500. Cool. See you next time.